the woodcutter goes to work for somebody and really wants to do a great job and gets recruited to chop down some trees. And so he spends his time chopping down trees. First day, he chops down 18 trees, which is really great. The second day, he chops down 16 and he says to his manager, I'm really sorry, I'll get back up to 18. The third day, he chops down 14 trees. And then at the end of the week, he's down to 10 trees. And the manager comes to him and says, how's it going? And he says, I don't seem to be doing really well. I'm working harder. I'm putting in more hours. But the more I work, the less trees that I seem to be felling. And the manager says, but have you taken a break? And he says, no, because I've been trying to get more trees done. And he says, well, if you took a break, you might then sharpen your axe, which will then make you more productive.
Great
So
story.
there's something about just being able to slow down and just being able to really stop and think about, I'm just going to take a break. I'm going to refuel myself. I'm going to stand up and walk around and just ground myself back in what's happening in building. It means that when you go back to your desk, you will be more productive. And I think that's the key bit for all of us. Sometimes we just need to switch off.
Yeah. I suppose it's a bit like the importance of taking holidays as well, isn't it? Same kind of thing.
It's exactly the same principle. And if we're not kind, especially at the moment, I went from being in a building and walking around and going from one meeting to another, and I spend a lot of time sitting down. And actually, I know at the end of the day, if I'm sitting down, I become less productive because I'm distracted by a screen. I can only work and think in a certain way in a screen. I'm not as productive as being in a room with people. So there's absolutely a lot of evidence to say one of the things about kindness is being able to get up and walk around and move around and sit with the dog for 10 or 15 minutes, and he's quite grounding at the same time. I think that's absolutely vital stuff, and I think we should be doing more of it.